Hello, welcome to the Game Day show from the Arsenal Agenda. Today we're going to be talking about tonight's game at 8 o'clock at the Etihad. Man City versus Arsenal. Arguably one of the biggest games of the season. Many are calling it the decider. Obviously several games short at the end of the season. But George, what's your thoughts? Big game tonight.
I don't think it's going to make for good viewing. I honestly don't. Based on how we played against Southampton and West Ham, I think we're going to get a good hiding, mate. 5-0 to City, to be honest.
Okay, wow.
Yes. What was the silence for? Are you shocked by that, mate?
I obviously got out the right side of the bed this morning and I feel a little bit more positive about the up and coming fixture.
I hope I'm wrong. I've got a really bad feeling about tonight.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're not coming into this in the form that we would prefer. We'd rather be coming into it on the back of 6 wins like we did, when we went in against Liverpool. But that necessarily didn't result in a win either. We snatched a draw from the hands of victory in that game. And I think this game is it's a real chance for these players to put right what they've done wrong over the last couple of weeks. I think we all agree that we've let 4 points slip in the last 2 games. We've been the better team.
Well, you can't be 6. Turn you up against Liverpool. You could argue.
Yeah, but again, Liverpool at Anfield. I said it before the game. I said it afterwards.
Yeah,
they're a tough team at Anfield.
We would take the point on that day. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think if you'd have thought at the beginning of the season, if you draw away at Anfield and draw away at City, you've got a very good chance because arguably those are the 2 teams that you'll be fighting for the title. I mean, that hasn't worked out because obviously Liverpool have been poor this season. But like I said, if we can get a draw at City, I think that's all we will need going forward in order to still have a chance at winning this. I've always been
wishful thinking.
I've always been in the belief, and I've said it many times before, I don't think City will win every game that they're running. I think they've got some real tough games. I think a game against Brighton when they're fighting for top 4. I know we've got Brighton as well, but I think that's a real tough game.
Ours is at home. They've got to go down to Brighton at the Amex.
Yeah, and Brighton are a tough team, and they'll give anyone a run for their money. So, in my opinion, I think we have every opportunity to still win this league if we can get at least a point at City.
Chelsea could have a say as well. We've got to play them. I think they've got to play them.
Yeah, I mean Chelsea again.
Their form's been awful, but if you look at their team, they've got. If you look at them as individuals, they've got the quality to go toe to toe with anyone. It's just whether or not they play well as a team.
Yeah. The problem with Chelsea has been the same really since they've signed all these players. They needed to coach them into a team that plays as a team and works together. I don't think Lampard's the man. I don't think they're going to change their tune soon. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of news now of I think Poch is favourite at Chelsea now with a lot of the.
I think it's basically here we go, isn't it? So
yeah. I think
but it won't be till the end of the season.
No, but if the players know who's coming in, maybe they'll start showing up. Maybe they'll start putting in those 8, 9, 10 out of 10 performances that they've needed and lacked. But yeah, going back to tonight's game, it is, in my opinion, Arsenal's last chance to hold on to a title hope. We can walk away from this game with a point. I think we have every opportunity. I think if we lose this game...
We need to win. I think we need to win.
I think if we lose the game, I think the season's over. Not completely doom and gloom season's over because hey, we've had a good run this season. Arguably, I know we didn't win anything, and we said in our last show that clubs are graded on what they win, and arguably Man United may have had a better season than us if we finish second and they only lift the Carabao Cup because they've added another trophy. But I mean, if we do the unthinkable and walk away from City with 3 points tonight, we go back to being favourites. And that chance, that opportunity, that is something that I hope these players will take very seriously, will give their all, and I just
They've,
hope.
they've, oh, they've got to play this like it is a cup final. They've
Yeah,
got to play this like it's a cup game. You're going to get knocked out if we've got to go for the win. And I think if we do get the win, I mean, personally, I don't see it happening, but if we do get it, I think it will give them that push that they need to maybe go on and clinch it right down to the end. But no, I don't think it's going to be good viewing, mate. I've got a bad feeling about tonight.
well, I'm slightly more positive. I mean, I certainly don't think that we're going to get done 5-0. I think we're a better team than that. I think we are a better team than to allow us to be beaten like that. I hope that comment
So
doesn't
no,
take that.
the way we've defended the last couple of games,
Yeah,
I just can't. Some of them mistakes, you just think, oh, you make them mistakes against a Haaland, like game over.
yeah,
I think he's
but
going to hold him in his pocket.
again, I don't think Holding's going to start. I think we're going to have a whole different lineup today. I mean, I can see Mikel Arteta really shocking everybody, even starting maybe Tierney at left back, with Ben White and Gabriel in the middle, possibly Bukayo Saka at right back, with then I think this is going to be something that nobody expects, because my opinion of the game, and I don't mean to sound so harsh on Rob Holding, looks like a lovely bloke, but he's not good enough to be an Arsenal player, in my opinion.
Just not got the quality, is he? No.
And I don't mean to say this, but I think if he starts, we lose.
Yeah. Like I say, I think Haaland will have him in his pocket.
Yeah, I mean, I think Haaland can have some of the best defenders in the world in his pocket. So Rob Holding, last time we needed a big game from him last season. I remember it was against Tottenham in our run-in last season, and he just absolutely got done by Son. Early bath in the dressing room. I just hope Mikel Arteta doesn't give him a chance to do the same thing again. I think that he's going to change it right up this season. I think we're going to have a real different team out there, and I think it's going to shock some fans when the team
I hope he
sees
does.
us.
I hope he parks the bus tonight, and we nick one on the counter, and I'll be happy later. But I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, yeah. Well, obviously, we've the kickoff is tonight, 8 p.m. BT Sports, I think, is the channel it's on tonight. It is, like I said, I think there's going to be everybody tuning in to watch it, because there is that jeopardy, that chance, like you said, of us being pulled apart without our normal back four. However, it is an opportunity, and that's how I see it. It's an opportunity for us to put it back on City, put the pressure back on them, and it's our chance to win the league. You want to win the league, you have to win tough games. So, you know, next year, if we're going into the Champions League, we can't be fearful of teams like this. We have to be able to play football against the best. And I don't think this team's full of cowards. I don't think this team is going to lay down and take a 5-0 defeat. I really hope that comment doesn't age badly. But I don't believe it. I truly believe that we can get something. Although I think the most likely something is a draw. I'd be ecstatic with a win, but I wouldn't predict it. I'd take a 1 or a 2-2 draw. That would be great for me. But I'd love to hear everybody's opinions below. Please comment below what you think tonight's score will be. Even whether you think we'll have Rob Holding on the pitch. Like I said, I think it's going to be a completely different lineup tonight. I think he's got to shake it up, because in the last 3 games, this formation, this system, it's stopped working. Something needs to change. Tonight's a big game, and I think you can put City on the back foot quite quickly. I'm not expecting what we're going to do. So, I wouldn't be shocked to see some players sacrificed, i.e. like Bukayo Saka at right back, for the betterment of the team. However, we'll see. But yeah, anything else you want to add, Jude?
No, not really, mate. I just, I hope we have a special evening, but just
Lovely.
can't see it happening.
Well, myself and George will be back tonight. We are going to do a post-game show, an after-game show. Um, Hopefully, we will be. George will be in a much more positive mood by that stage. Hopefully, we've
Hopefully,
snuck a point or a win.
to make me real happy, we'd have to get the win.
But yeah, I'd like to think that after tonight we still have a hope of lifting this trophy. Obviously, I think if we get beaten, I think that is gone. I cannot see City not gaining on us at that stage, and yeah, that would be a shame. So yeah, it is a decider to some extent. But
Oh, definitely a decider. Because I think if we do win tonight, then I think we'll go on to win the league.
yeah,
But I think anything less than a win, I think if it's a draw, which you think it's going to be, I think it's we've got a battle on our hands, man. And I don't think we've got it in us to not drop points going forward.
I
Not as
mean
many
this
as they need.
the Premier League over the years has had some very, very exciting ends to it. And it could well go down to the last game of the season. Who knows? And, if it does and we run it all that way, as I said before, I'm a happy Arsenal fan either way. Obviously, I'd rather lift the cup, but I would take I would take a close second, but if we drop off massively, I would be hugely disappointed. But yeah, like I said, we'll be back after the game tonight with the post match show. Hopefully, talking about Arsenal's chances of still winning the league. Some big performances from some players out there. And some more positivity going forward. Obviously, please comment below what you think will happen tonight, whether Arsenal will steal a win, whether we will get thrashed like George thinks, or whether we can hold out for a draw like me. I'm hoping for a 1-1 or a 2-2, so that it will be a good game, but hard fought, and it will basically kick the can down the road for the title battle, leaving the doors open for both teams. And I think that will lead to an exciting end of the season, and I hope that will happen. But thank you guys very, very much for listening. Thanks for your time, George, and we will see you tonight after the game.